What up, people? Coach V, New Breed Boxing. Is celebrity boxing killing the sport? Great question. I've been getting quite a bit lately. Before we get into that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you stay in tune with the latest content. So I don't care if it's two crackheads fighting over the last hit, two dudes in the club fighting over a chick. Where there's a fight, there's going to be a crowd. And if it's a good one, they'd be willing to watch the whole thing and maybe even pay to see it again. And that's where celebrity boxing comes into play. Real sanctioned boxing supposedly has been around 5,000 years, starting with the Sumerians in Iraq, going into the Greek Olympics, and now here we are today with the evolution of the sport. It's a highly profitable, beautiful money-making machine. And celebrity boxing has always been like off and on. Started like 2002, didn't really keep people's interest. And now since movies, TV shows, they're all pretty much dead. Everything's unoriginal and been overdone 1,000 times. People are looking for other sources of entertainment other than TikTok and YouTube. But celebrity boxing has now evolved, being spearheaded by Jake Paul and his brother. I gotta give him respect now for the fact that they do want to push the envelope and push the line from celebrity boxing, which is what they started with, into real boxing. His brother fighting Mayweather, I got to take my hat off to Logan Paul for that. Even though he's like 3 times bigger than him, that was a respectable attempt. You know what I mean? And he did pretty good actually. But Jake Paul, he wants to be taken serious as a legitimate boxer, and he's calling out fighters that he has no business calling out right now, I guess for shock value. But Eddie Hearn he made it clear. He's like, bro, I got 500 dudes on standby, and we can make a fight happen like that. And you know Eddie Hearn could do it. So we'll see what happens after this Tommy Fury situation. I don't even know if that's ever going to happen. I think he needs to move on. I know there are tons and tons of guys out there that will love to give Jake Paul a fight. And there's no excuse. I mean, he'll find somebody soon. And I do believe that he does want to try to pass that test. So I think pretty soon we will be seeing that. But with that being said, all in all, I got to say, they're bringing eyes to the sport. It's not a bad thing. I see people in the comment section all the time, yo, they killing the sport. Not at all. Because the real boxing fans are not watching Jake Paul or Logan Paul. That is what it is. Their fans might wind up adopting the sport because they see his ambition, they see their ambition, they see them, trying to get the respect of the fighters. And it's an interesting story to watch. We want to see how it unfolds. I mean, once he gets in there with a real fighter, will he pass the test? And if he does, how far will he take it? I mean, according to him, he wants to be considered like a top pound-for-pound fighter at some point. And I don't knock anybody. I mean, shit, if you want to put that time in, and he's definitely training, he's taking it serious. And on a side note, aside from bringing more eyes to the sport, him helping Amanda Serrano and putting her in position to make more money than she's ever made. I mean, the dude's made like $40 million supposedly, before taxes in 2021, fighting 3 times. And if he can put on some up-and-coming fighters, which I would say is the best way for him to get back to the sport, you be the Rocky, you be the guy to put somebody onto a Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed moment. Put an unknown fighter that's trying to get a name for himself on, front and center, under the bright lights, and give him that shot. And if he makes his name off of, taking advantage of your lack of experience, so be it. And if you could show the world that you're a real fighter and beat his ass, whatever. At least I'm sure he'll get paid pretty well. And at the end of the day, it's a win-win for everybody. So again, I think overall, it's not a bad thing. It's helping the sport out. Boxing ain't dying. It ain't going nowhere. The people that watch boxing are going to be loyal to the sport regardless. The problem has always been the promoters and the politics. Aside from that, when you make, like I said, I've seen fucking crackheads fighting on the block that should have been fucking pay-per-view. You would pay $100 to see, I swear to God. So if you could put the right 2 people together, promoters, get your shit together, stop being greedy, stop trying to, make the good fights impossible to make due to your ego, people will pay and everyone will win. Whether it's Jake Paul or Terrence Crawford, and arrow spans, whatever the case may be, you put the right people together in the right situation, it's going to be a success. So anyway, that's my take on it. Hope you found this informative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and go check out my Instagram at coach.b_. Till the next time, we out of here. Ow.